I'm Sonam Peldon. I'm 30 years old and currently I'm working at the Rana Foundation. I have been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder in 2017, I think. But I now, when I look back, I think that I've had issues with mental health ever since I can remember. It was the first time I started to notice it was when I was in Bangladesh doing my medical studies. I was in my third year, I think. It started as a very minor thing. It affected my mood, and then I started becoming very moody and impulsive and all. And yeah, my friends often, whenever they describe me, they often say that when I'm happy, I act like I'm like out of this world, and then people who are nearby, like people around me, are I tend to make them like it's so contagious. Like my mood is so contagious that I would spread my happiness to them as well. But and that I light up the whole room. That's what they say. But when I'm in my bad mood, I try to shut everybody out, and I like to stay indoors with all the windows and doors closed, curtains closed, and in a dark room. Like I would just think about life and contemplate about why, like my purpose in life, and why am I doing, what am I doing, why am I here, So that's how like it started off like that, lack of sleep, then affecting the mood, and then like slowly having interpersonal relationship issues. It was in my final year in med school. When I was giving my final year exam, I went into severe depression. And usually people, they have this belief, right, that when you're suicidal, you're just like, okay, I want to die, and then they'll just get up and then whatever, cut themselves up, or just end it there. But it's not like that. Especially, I think it depends on individuals, but in my case, it wasn't like that. Just as every individual is different, in my case, I tried to postpone my suicidal thoughts every single day like that, and it went on for about a year. And it was in my final year that I couldn't hold on to it any longer. I had no energy. By that time, I think I hadn't slept for about a week, 7 nights straight. So that's how from there it all went downhill. And I thought that I was better off dead, So yeah, I tried to kill myself, but fortunately, I was saved thanks to my family and friends. For me, listening to rap music helped a lot. I'm a big fan of hip hop, so whenever I listened to it, it calmed my impulsive nature and helped me think and reflect on my thoughts and actions. That's how I slowly turned into normal behavior that people expect from me. But I still am skeptical of how we define normal and abnormal, right? A healing journey for a mentally ill person is quite long, arduous, and it's tiring, but we should never lose hope. Not just the person who's suffering from that, but also people around them who really care about those individuals. For me, it started off first from my family, right? They showed me how valuable my life is. Even though I attempted suicide, they have been quite supportive and forgiving. Obviously, at first they didn't know how to react. They were quite heartbroken, and they were engrossed with questions like why would she do that? I mean, what does she not have in life that she had to resort to that. But slowly they understood the way I think and look at life, and the way I face experience this pain, right? So that's how slowly they started to understand. And when they started to understand, even I started putting in more effort, that if people around me who haven't not even once experienced what it means to have suicidal thought, when they are willing to go to such lengths to help me and support me, right? Why can't I do it for myself? So that's how you gain strength, you gain hope to fight and to go through, survive that storm. So first thing, people should see someone who's suffering from mental illness as a mere human being who's trying their best to come out of it. And it's also the common phrase I often heard from people around me is to just get rid of it, you know. It's all in your head. Once you control your mind, then you'll be able to control it as well. While it's partially true that we need to know how to discipline our mind and body, it's also almost difficult, especially when you're suffering from mental health issues like depression, anxiety and all, where fear seems so real, the imagined fear seems so real that it's almost comparable to a burning fire, or something life-threatening, right? And you'll do anything that you think is right to run away from it, to escape it. So that's how people end up harming themselves. So people should understand that first, and the only way I think we can help each other is through having that sense of compassion for each other, and then lending that support, that unending, unconditional love and support for each other. So that's how this evil demons inside can be rooted out from us.